So we're going to continue on. We're going to mount up our front brake just in a rough spot right there. And we know it's going to bolt on. Yeah, lengthwise it looks like we're good, so it's going to bolt about right there. I got a little bit of a bend there, nothing severe. There's no 90-degree angles, so that's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt that on. Make sure you're following the routing correctly. It is gonna go down, and then for this Fox fork, it's going in between the fork, so it's gonna be right next to the tire. And then this little guy's gonna clamp on it right there. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and install that front caliper. And with this one, it's a 180mm rotor. So we have the proper Shimano 180mm adapter. Along with our proper bolts. Make sure they're the correct length. You don't have them too long, because you could accidentally tighten this too tight and start stripping out the threads inside the fork leg, and then you're really going to be in trouble. So we're going to apply a little bit of Loctite here. It has some blue stuff on there already, but these have been in and out a few times, so you can tell when the stuff's worn off, when it just spins really easy out. So just a dab. Like I said, it's watery and it's going to move around as soon as you start screwing it in. So like there's a little bit, and if you overdo it, it could cause a little bit of a problem. It could be a little bit tight trying to get it out, and sometimes you could strip the bolt or something like that. So just a little dab will do you. Gonna use your 5mm wrench. And there's an arrow on these, on the Shimano ones. There's an arrow pointing up, it says up, so this is gonna be my top side. And then this caliper is gonna go on top of it. Let's see. And the lettering is gonna be facing outward towards you. That way the caliper could fit on the indent on the inside. And one of these posts is a little longer in threads. I believe this one has more, so we're gonna use a longer bolt up on top, shorter one on the bottom. These are actually the same, so I think that's what it calls for. And this is going to be a 5mm hex or Allen tool. So this adapter is allowing you to run a bigger rotor, bigger diameter. If you go to a smaller rotor, all you got to do, if you're probably the smallest you can go is maybe 160 for the front. You're just going to take out the adapter, and the fork, most forks out there are set up already for a 160mm rotor. Same goes for if you're going to a bigger rotor, maybe like a 205, 210, you're gonna use a bigger adapter. So I'm gonna screw these in, but I'm gonna leave them a little bit loose. Just gonna take most of the play out of it. We want this caliper to jiggle around a little bit. This way it's gonna be easy to install our wheel, and then we can go ahead and with the rest of the adjustment. So that's good there. So you can see the front cable is actually coming out up in front. Your front brake cable, whether it's a hydraulic or not, this one's always going to be out in front of all the rest of the housings. It's just going to have a cleaner look, and then it goes into this little cable container right there. And again, I think that was a 2mm. And I'm going to leave that a little bit loose, and you can see the cable's running on the inside of the fork, not on the outside. And it's going to miss the tire. It's designed to not touch the tire. Might be a little bit safer too. If you do crash on this side, you're not going to tear up your hydraulic line on that side. So you do want a nice natural bend. So right here we got this nice swoop right here. You don't want to pull your cable down too tight, and then you're going to lose that nice. And then let's see, say you took all the slack out. This guy's going straight down. It would probably be okay. The fork is extended all the way, so it's not going to pull anymore, but it could create just some unnecessary, even if it's a light stress over time, it could be an area where it could crease and break open or something. So just a little bit of a nice curvature here. If anything, we'll make sure that there's not too much slack down here between the fork. Like right in here, you don't want a bunch of slack over here hitting the spokes or something. So you want this somewhat tight next to the fork leg coming up. And then we'll go ahead and probably tighten right there. And this little guy doesn't need a lot of torque. And this little bolt is a good one for thread locker as well.